Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my winter go-to makeup look. I had posted a picture on Instagram of like some of the products I've been wearing recently, and I asked if you wanted to see a video on this look, and of course everyone said yes. So I filmed this look for you, which is just my go-to makeup look when it is freezing cold out, and here in Florida it has been very cold. So I hope you enjoy. If you want to see how I got this look and some of my favorite winter products and tips and tricks for keeping your skin hydrated and looking healthy, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, let's get started on my winter go-to look. So I've already primed my face. I just used the Tarte poreless primer just because I still like to make sure my pores are blurred and everything, so I just throw this on just in my T-zone really quickly. So I've already done that, and I've already put the Anastasia Brow Fix in my brows. So let's get started. I'm gonna bust out my Gerda Spilman Biofun foundation, which I absolutely love, especially this time of year. It is so freaking cold here in Florida. It's crazy. I mean, I know it's cold everywhere, but for Florida to be this cold, that's nuts. So I'm gonna take my foundation and then just a beauty blender. This is just the original one. I do wanna get the, what do you call it? That new beauty blender, that blue one. I think it's called Chill. That's something I want to get. I don't know, just the color is just really pretty, and I don't know, it speaks to me. So if it's anything like the same material as the pink one, I will get it, because there have been some beauty blenders that I've gotten that I don't like just because of like the different type of material. It's kind of weird. There's a few. There's one I got last year. It was like the light pink one, and I did not like that at all. It did not stay damp, and it did not blend out like the concealer and the foundation the way I wanted it to. So not happy with that one, but I'm hoping that the blue one is like the pink one. And I love the black one and I love the nude one, but there's something about the consistency about this that I just really love. So anyway, so I'm just applying this all over my face. As you can see, I just dab a little bit, on my sponge and just kind of go around. You don't use that much at all because this is, super pigmented and it just blends beautifully. So I just literally, when I tap it, I just, you're barely taking any product and you're just blending it around. It just makes the foundation go so flawlessly. And then I just take the bottom part and then I just kind of pounce it all over my skin just to make sure everything's blended out. So, I don't know guys, I'm missing my warmer weather, that's for sure. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer, but then I think it's supposed to get cold again. But I mean, we're talking like we were in the 20s. That's crazy for Florida. I mean, I think it hasn't been this cold in I don't know, 7 or 8 years, they said. It's just a little too cold. So we have that on, and that is just, I mean, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but looking at myself, it looks just like skin. Like it looks like I just enhanced whatever, so it covered everything that I needed it to, and it just looks so good. So the concealer I've been loving is the NARS, this is a soft matte concealer. Now this is a little light for me. It's in light 2.5. It's a little light for me, but it works because I've just been taking just a little bit and just kind of dabbing it under my eyes. I just have been enjoying the consistency of it a little bit better, and the fact that I can just apply it with a brush. And this is an old Morphe one, in E20. They've repackaged their brushes, so it'll look similar to this, but not, exact, but they still do make it. So I just like to take it, and again, I just love to keep it just right under my eyes. I would like to get a shade darker in this, just so I could, I'm just taking another beauty blender because I always seem to have more than one ready to go. Anyway, I would like to get one shade darker, or half a shade darker, just so it can match my under eyes, match my skin a little bit better. I mean, this works because I'm really not super tan or anything. I'm not self-tanning when it's so cold out. But when I get, in the summertime when I'm a little bit darker because I've been self-tanning or whatever, I would just like one shade darker, because I really do like this concealer. I got it last year and it didn't get enough of love, but it's perfect for, because I love it because you can do your under eyes and then you can kind of just cover up anything that you need to. And I just really, really like it, and it sets under your eyes beautifully. So I did that, and then we're just gonna go in and set under our eyes and our T-zone. So this is the Well People Brightening Powder. I love this so much. It is so, I just usually take whatever's in the lid and I'll just tap a little bit on my brush. It's so lightweight. And normally, you know, you guys know me, I'm not one for like a loose powder or a, you know, I'd rather have more of a skin tone based powder, not one that is more, you know, whitish or on that color spectrum, but there is just something about this. It virtually almost has no color. So love this so much, and it just sets and it doesn't crease, and it's just beautiful. So I'm just tapping this just wherever. With this foundation, the beauty of it is you don't have to set it, and it looks better when you don't set it. So I just tap just in my T-zone where I would naturally get a little bit more oil, or I would rather to see it a little bit set. But the rest of my face, I will not touch it. So that is the Well People powder. You can see just how good it looks. I love it. So we have that. And then let's move on to bronzer. I like to do my whole face before I do my eyes. It's very weird. I've just done that my whole makeup life, but this is my Lorac bronzer. Love this so much. It is in the shade Pool Party. It is the lightest one, but it works for me. I'll take my Tom Ford brush and just kind of work that in. I did wash my brushes, so they are very clean. So I just tap that on. I just want to work that into my cheek. Kind of do a contour and a bronze all in one. Just kind of warm up my whole face. Just bronze. Love this brush. It still sheds though, sometimes. I don't know why. It's Tom Ford and it's not supposed to, and I wash it and I take care of it, but sometimes it still sheds. But it's a good brush. So we have a bronze, and now we're gonna do our blush. Normally I would do my highlight and then my blush, but I'm gonna use a cream highlight, so MAC Warm Soul. So we're just gonna take our Chanel blush brush, and then I'm just gonna use MAC Warm Soul. We fell in love with this blush, you guys. It is just perfection because it gives you that color to your cheeks without really giving you a color, if that makes sense. It's kind of like the, because it's such a nudie color, it just gives your cheeks like a glow, and it kind of blends with your bronzer a little bit, so it looks like it's all together. So I love it so much, especially for a look like this. Like when it's cold, you still want to wear makeup and you still want to, you know, but you don't want to go overboard, you know, and you still want to just look fresh. You know, you don't want to look like you are, you know, dry and cakey and everything. So that's my whole thing. I really want my skin to stay hydrated. So put this on. This is like a mineralized blush, so it already has that glow in it. So I have that. And now we're gonna put our highlight. This is the RMS Living Luminizer. I have had this for years, guys, and it's still pristine. And I'm going to apply this because when you swatch it, it kind of swatches like nothing, and it's going to give our cheeks just like that glow from within. Because again, for me, my winter makeup and everything, I want my skin to look healthy and hydrated and glowy, yet still obviously, you know, put together. So I'm just gonna highlight like I normally would with this. And it's a very subtle highlight. You know, you're not going to have a ba-bam highlight because it's very natural, and that's what I want. You know, well, I mean, it's what I want in general, but in the wintertime, even more so, because I just want my skin to just look like it's so healthy. So you can see that. You can see it almost looks wet, which, I mean, it's a cream, but it will, you know, kind of blend into your skin. It almost looks wet though, but I love it. And just when you're out and about in the cold, it just looks so good. So we are going to go with that highlight today. So that is the highlight. It's so pretty. So we're going to do our eyes really quick. I always keep my eyes just kind of very very simple, very basic. There's a look I've been wearing a lot, so I'm gonna just prime quickly with my MAC Laying Low. And yes, I am gonna use a cream shadow, but anytime I use a cream shadow, I still always prime my eyes because we want to give everything a base to stick to. So I'm just taking a very thin layer of my MAC Laying Low just all over my eyes. Love that so much. A lot of times I will just do this and be out the door. I'm not always worried about doing, you know, a whole bunch of eyeshadow or anything like that. So let's get started. And we are going to use our Viseart Neutral Matte. Been loving this so much. And I'm going to take just a big fluffy brush and I'm going to just take a shade like this, the kind of mid-tone, and I'm gonna just put this all over my eye just to kind of set the shadow base, kind of just all over my eye. Up to the brow bone, we're not gonna worry, you know, at all. It's just gonna set our paint pot and give a good base for our crease colors and our cream shadows. We have that, and I'm gonna take another crease brush and another crease color, and we're gonna go in with this shade right here. It's a little bit more, has a slight like peachy tone to it, but it's gonna go really good with the cream shadow. So I'm just gonna place that just in my crease just to give my eye a definition. And I do like to do this. I'm gonna put some shadows down before the cream shadow. That way it's not getting blended away and then we have to keep reapplying. So we're just placing this. I'm not really being precise. I'm just placing it, making sure it stays in my crease, but I'm not too particular. Okay, so we're still gonna go back to that palette to do some more crease work, but for right now I'm gonna take my Tom Ford the cream shadow in 02 Opal. It is like so, if that's gonna focus. And I'm gonna apply this with a brush. So this is my MAC 247, is just another synthetic brush. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on my brush. And I'm gonna work it, just take a little bit, and I always work it into the lid, just so I can have enough control. So, let's apply. I love this color. It kind of does to your lids what the RMS does to your cheeks. Look how pretty that is. This is without it and this is with it. It's just so pretty and super pigmented. Like, you do not need a lot. That's why I will always take a little bit and then just work it into the lid so I'm not gooping it on my eye. Just kind of patting it on and then kind of, in a way, blending it with the tip. But you pretty much want to pat your cream shadows on, that way they don't get patchy or streaky. Okay. That is it for the cream shadow. You can see it is on my lids, and I will give that just a minute or two just to kind of set, and then we will go in and finish off our crease work. So it's pretty much set. Take another crease brush. God, I have so many crease brushes. And I am gonna go in, and I'm actually gonna mix two colors. I'm gonna mix this one right here and this one right here. One's a little darker, one's a little lighter, and I'm just gonna mix them, tap off my brush, and then just kind of go in very lightly and just go around that shadow. Kind of tilt my head and kind of go around so we know what we're blending. We're not blending away the cream shadow. Okay. Just very lightly. Okay, and that's it. That's it for the eye look. It's very simple, very easy. I mean, it takes me a lot less time when I'm not explaining everything, but it just, a couple crease colors and you draw on a cream shadow. And that's my look. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off my eyes. I'm going to do my liner, my lashes, and my brows, and then I will be back and we will do lips, and then we will be done. Okay guys, I'm back. I finished off my brows and my eyes, and now we are going to finish off lips together in this video. So When it's super cold like this in my winter look, I always like to make sure I have a really moisturizing lip product on. I will not, I don't really go for glosses either, which is weird because I find sometimes my hair sticks to it, you know, when it's windy and everything, and I definitely don't want to do matte. So I'm just kind of going for like the lighter, glossier lipstick types. One thing I've been wearing is the Giorgio Armani number 101 that I showed in that vlog when I did like the little Sephora haul. I've been wearing this a lot, but for this look that I'm wearing, I'm gonna go for my YSL. This is the Rouge Lip Shine in number 44. I've talked about this and I've showed this in a couple videos, but it's just one of those really moisturizing lipsticks. So that's kind of the look I go for. So I'm going to finish off my lips. This is the Lancome Natural Mauve, which is just like kind of like my go-to lip liner. So we're gonna just line our lips. Kind of like your lips, but better. It's the closest dupe to that Too Faced Perfect Nude that I have found. I'm just gonna apply. My God, it feels so good. So moisturizing and so pretty. So there is my look, which is the pink lips. And I absolutely love this. And this is my winter go-to makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please make sure you are subscribed. You can hit the button down below. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys.